Hello guys, welcome to the Auto Intuitive channel. My name is Isaac and I'm going to try this video for the fourth time today before I need to go and take a break. So here on the right we have a Cape York i5 M60, 590 horsepower, 590 pound-feet, and it's missing the M Sport Professional, so the grille's not blacked out. But this is the most potent, most powerful electric 5 Series that BMW has at this time, fully electric. The one next to it is the least powerful fully electric single motor on the rear wheels, the i5 eDrive 40. This one's dark graphite metallic. So I just wanted to look at both cars because I like subtleties, and as you can see here on our front grille, just by looking at these two, our bumpers are different. The wheels actually cost the same. They're $800 on each car, but the wheels on this car has an M badge on it. So I'm guessing these are specifically designated for this car, so probably makes it slightly cheaper. The tire sizes are also the same, surprisingly, with one car being 20 grand more, having about 600 horsepower with 800 pound-feet of torque on overboost, and this one has about 335 horsepower and 317 pound-feet of torque. There is an all-wheel drive version of this one. It's called the xDrive 40, which has about 389 max power and 442 pound-feet of torque, because it has an extra motor on the front wheels. So you can see this one looks standard. It has silver around the windows. You have your big 5 here, designating it's a 5 Series. If you look on the back, see here, it doesn't have exhaust, because electric cars are trying to make the exhaust disappear. It's a subtle message going on, so it's difficult to tell which ones are gas powered and which ones have exhaust, because the 530, which has a 4-cylinder, looks like this car, and the 540 looks like this car as well, which has an inline 6 B58. So M60, this car has adaptive suspension, it has rear steering, and it has ARS, anti-roll stability. This one on the right is based on, good springs, good dampening, and it's mighty comfortable. It just has the perfect amount of power, and yeah, I can't complain. It's very quiet. They're both very quiet, actually. You can see this one has black around the windows, the Cape York, and you have the 5 right there. And it also has these fancy side mirrors here, the M-Car side mirrors, which it borrowed from the i7 M70 also has that, I believe. And yeah, both cars have laser lights, by the way. You see the blue here? So laser lights are much more potent. They could see much further ahead. And this car surprises me that it also has laser lights. One thing about the headlights on 2024 BMWs moving on, which I'm noticing, my 2022 BMW had automatic swiveling lights. So these have an extra projector when you're turning the headlights that turn on, because the swivels get worn out, which is pretty smart. Look at the grille up front. So I noticed that the fast BMWs have a more horizontal design grille, and they do still open to cool the battery. This one has a more vertical. On the standard BMWs, you'll notice a more vertical grille, and this one also opens. Let's get a little closer there, and you can see the camera, and it says I on the right, where that one says M60. And look at the bumper design there, more aggressive. You have a gloss duct that opens. This one has a more standard, nice and sleek, understated. Yeah, let's get inside this one right here, the dark graphite. The reason why I had to do this video 4 times is because every time I open the door in this car, it tries to take over my Bluetooth automatically, and I turned off the Bluetooth on my phone, which is just, it's convenient, but if you're shooting a video, it's going to stop your video. Anyways, I'm done complaining. Pay attention to the steering wheel, nice and big. Let me close this door in case the wind takes over. And you have this blue designating that this car is electrified. This is BMW electrified blue color. And so this steering wheel is going to look different Then the M60's Cape York steering wheel next to it. The Cape York color is the name of the color. Then the M60's steering wheel next to us it'll be different, is all I'm trying to say. You'll have a connector here that's silver, that'll represent steel. But this you could just relax and sit. And what's funny is that this car gets what, 278 miles on a charge, and that one gets 248 miles. I find that to be interesting. So yeah, you're using them for different habits, activities. These are not multi-contour seats like in the M60 next to us. And I want you to pay attention to this here. So this is not silver because in the M60 next to us it's silver. This has Harman Kardon. And the M60 next to us, it's a Bowers & Wilkins for your stereo, which I will show you. One of my complaints, I don't like to complain because I don't make these things. These buttons have been a pain in my life because they don't respond back. So you keep pressing. I do like the way they put it, but they don't respond back. You'd think that they were like heat sensitive, but they're not. So I press it with a lot of pressure. I'm done complaining. Another thing I've complained about in another video is your distance control is gone. So distance control, you could do it by voice, which for older folks who can afford these cars, it takes another 3 steps in their brains to do it, because I hang out with those people all the time. Nothing against older folks. Let's see here. You have your modes. This car looks like it was opted for the glass controls. Well, this is glass. This is more normal, but I believe the car next to us, it's glass. What else? Nothing else in here. Let's jump in the M60. So I did go over how the cars ride. That this one over here has ARS, anti-roll stability, which means that it zaps itself from leaning. It also has rear steering on the car, and it is on adaptive suspension, which means it has the best of both worlds, comfort and sportiness when you change the modes, including how the steering wheel feels in this. Oh, look at those XMs over there. And then this one is on springs, but it's tuned, of course. It is soft, and I don't notice it doing anything when you change the steering wheel to sport. It is much more leisurely than this one. I mean, this one's so much more powerful as well. All right, let's get into this car. Make sure this doesn't come on because, turn it off, because it's going to ruin the video. Okay, so you notice our steering wheel. Look at this hook down here. This whole metal thing going on. I believe the steering wheel is the same size. And you have your extra stitching, and you have an M down here. But also you have a boost function right here, which if you pull that, it gives you the 800 pound-feet and also activates launch control. So silver, look, Bowers & Wilkins right there. Like I said, these are the multi-contour seats. The multi-contour seats have this is powered, which extends, and you go through this button, and then it pops up as a menu here, which I'm not going to bring up because the car will try and take over my Bluetooth. Down here, you have your glass controls. Oh, see, I was right. This one's made out of glass, and this one as well. I kind of wish it was crystal, but you know, money. Would be much more pricey. Another thing on the steering wheel is this up here, but this steering wheel speed sensitivity is so much different than that car. That one feels super luxurious, but this has 2 different personalities to it. All right, I'm getting out of the car. Final verdict. Oh, the interior of this car, by the way, is oyster. Final verdict is, if you live in a city and you go to work every day and you're an executive and you don't really get on to anywhere where you could stretch your car's legs, you don't even hit 50 miles an hour, then I would go for this one. If you are living in a city where you drive maybe 30 minutes and you get on the freeway, sorry, there's a truck going by. It's a nice F-150. So this one, if you get on the freeway, and you could stretch its legs, I would take this one. Now there is a 20 grand price difference between these two, and there is also a miles difference as well. But these two, basically it's on your lifestyle. So which one would you pick? I think I'm going to do XC90s next. Adios. Thank you for watching.